last 48 hours, in a lot of ways, sucked. It's the only way I can describe it. It sucked for a lot of people. And there was no way to possibly do it, in my opinion, any better than we did from a timing standpoint, because it's a bad scheduling system of how it's set up.
Okay, so you know the TikTok sound that was viral that was like, is it me? Am I the drama? Yes, Lane Kiffin, you are the drama. Congratulations. Where's the Oscar? He deserves it. And I'm not surprised LSU wanted this man as their head coach, because not only is he polarizing, but this man knows how to win. You know, I can't say I necessarily fault him for leaving, because I understand personal goals and personal decisions are just that. They are personal. We are all chasing aspirations and dreams. I can't necessarily understand maybe the timing of it, why you didn't push a little harder to say, LSU, hold on. Let me stay at Ole Miss. I want to complete what I committed to. I also think, you know, in this day and age in college football, while yes, LSU is the standard and they are everything historically, they won championships, he was building that at Ole Miss.
Sure.
And you can kind of make that wherever you're at now in this day and age, i.e. Indiana. That's not a historically great program.
No,
They've turned into a contender. So
no question.
That's my stance. Not surprised at any of it. You are dramatic, Lane Kiffin, but if nothing else, he's consistent.
The Oakland Raiders, an absolute disgrace. Al Davis firing him up, tuning him up on the way out, him being fired on the tarmac at USC. Tennessee leaving over the course of a night. We're talking leaving Alabama because Nick Saban said you can't even lock in for this championship run that we're trying to make right now. This is nothing short of phenomenal on-brand work from one Lane Kiffin. And I think I heard it summed up best when folks said he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. And you can't do that in conference specifically. No. This is a route unlike any other has taken, going from one divisional rival back in the day to the other. So like all that to say, look, man, Lane, I understand you wanted to kind of take your time with this, but you aren't afforded that in this industry.
Yeah.
So please, you could have given us a little bit less as far as the drama goes.
And I heard Cole Kubelik and Greg McElroy talking about it earlier today, and I agreed, like, he did have all the leverage at all of these places. I wish he would have used it, like I said, a little bit more and pushed back at LSU and said, look, I'm going to respect what I'm doing here.
Sure.
They're still going to hire him either way. He was their top candidate, really probably one of their only candidates. They were going to do anything to get them some Lane Kiffin. But to your point, and with Ole Miss and not being able to coach, like, sort of like a breakup. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like any therapist, a good therapist at least, would tell you, like, if you keep texting once in a while and you keep, you know, breadcrumbing, and also I'll just see them one time this week, you're only making the inevitable harder. Rip the Band-Aid off. The block button is the best thing that's ever been invented, and that's kind of what Ole Miss just did. They hit the block button on Lane Kiffin, and they're moving on because that's really the healthiest way to do it.
Are we still talking about coaching decisions?